back to another segment we call Real Talk with Robin. And Robin here is from the Gwaltney Group, a local trustworthy real estate team. This segment, as you know, is all about topics, issues, information local homeowners and buyers and sellers need to know. So, Robin, say I am looking to purchase a house, buy a house. Can you walk me through the steps on what I need to do?
Are you ready?
I think so. Are you guys ready? Let's do it.
No, I'm saying, are you ready to buy a house?
I don't know. Maybe not quite yet. I think I have a couple more years.
Okay.
Then I can start thinking about that. But I'm still curious on what are the steps I need to be thinking about.
You should be thinking about it now.
Yeah,
because even if you think it's going to be a couple more
Yes.
years, you might be surprised. All of a sudden, there might be like the interest rates might come down a little bit, and you might be like, oh man, it's time to jump in.
Yes.
So you should know what you have to do.
Okay. What's step one?
So first of all, you should build some credit. So if you don't have credit now, I know you live on your own in an apartment, so you have utilities in your name, rent in your name, hopefully a credit card.
Yes.
And always pay it on time. If you can, always pay it in full, so you're not paying interest.
Got it.
So just build your credit, okay?
And how does that affect purchasing a house?
Oh gosh, when you go to get a loan, they definitely are going to look at what your credit is, because the bank is not going to borrow you money if you're not known for paying back the money that you borrow.
Exactly.
Right? So your credit score is a big piece of it, all right? And some people, not necessarily do they have bad credit, they just haven't established any credit. So, you know, you have to have credit. So sometimes young buyers are like, well, I've never had a credit card. I've always lived at home. So I've not had anything in my name. So I don't have credit. So one of the first things you're going to have is build some good, solid credit. Then you need to get lined up with a good lender, okay? Because that's the person who's going to be the expert in all of those different loans. Then I would be giving you the name of a lender, and then you would contact that lender, and then you guys would have a meeting. And that lender would say, okay, Olivia, I've looked at your credit. It looks great. Good job on that. I need to know how much you earn. You're going to have to be able to show me your check stubs. They're going to want to know what other loans you have. If you just bought a fancy new car, what are you paying each month for that? How much do you pay? You know, all those things.
Right.
So they're going to tell you exactly what you need to bring in. And it's not crazy. It's not intimidating. It's just they have to know. They can't just take your word for it, right?
Exactly.
So you prove that, yes, I really do work at the TV station, make $1 million a year, and this is my, okay, maybe not, but this is my pay stub. So you show them what you're making, okay? Okay. And then they tell you, comfortably, we could borrow you $285,000 or $350,000 or $450,000 or whatever the amount is that they could give you comfortably, and make sure that you're not, you know, overextending yourself.
That's a good
so
part.
that you can still pay your car payment and buy your groceries and go do the things you like to do. So once you have established that amount that you're going to be comfortable paying, that's when I would set up the search. And we would say, okay, you've been approved for, let's say, $375,000. Okay, been approved for $375,000. So now I'm going to start sending you a portal, and you're going to tell me things like, I have a dog. I absolutely, positively want a fenced backyard, and I want a garage that's attached to my house, because when I come home, I want to be able to walk right from my garage in. You know, just whatever things are important to you, and we're going to set up a search. And then you're going to start getting the matches. And as soon as you see a house that, oh, that one looks good, I think I want to check that one out, then you simply call me. Okay. And we set up a showing. Yeah. And we go look at it. And it might take us 2 houses or 4 houses or 40 houses. Yes. You know, we're going to look at all the houses we need to. This is not a pair of shoes. This is not something that if it turns out you don't like it as much as you thought you did, you're not going to kick it into the back of the closet and say, no big deal. This is your house. This is a big investment. So we need to make sure that we really are checking the boxes and paying attention to the things that are important to you. Yes. And at the same time, it's my job to make sure that you're paying the right price, getting a good deal for the house, or getting a lot of house for your money. It's something that's going to be a safe investment. And when it comes time to resell it, you're going to make money.
And that's perfect. So we just looked at the house. We found the house we want. It's our beautiful multi-million-dollar mansion, right? So
You
now what do we
you
do?
want to buy that one we
Yeah.
did the tour on?
Yes.
$2.5 million?
Yeah, that's the house I just bought.
I
Yep.
can see you living there
I can
for
too.
sure.
So I just bought that house. What do I do now?
Okay, so most people will want to have an inspection. You know, when
Okay.
they buy a house, they're going to say, it looks great, I just want to make sure there's nothing that I can't see, right?
Yes.
So I would love to have an inspection on the home. Now, the inspection is something that you, as the home buyer, pays for, all right?
Okay.
And it will cost you, depending on the size of the house. That one's going to cost you a little more to live because that's a big house.
That's a big house.
That one's going to cost you $800,000. But normally, they're going to cost about $350 to $500 for a
Okay.
home inspection. Okay. Then we go back because we have written your offer
Yep.
contingent upon the results of the inspection. So now we say, okay, we've had the inspection. We want this, this, and this. And as long as the seller is willing to do that on his dime prior to closing,
Yep.
then you'll remove your inspection contingency and move forward. Okay?
Okay.
So now you've had a financing contingency. You've been pre-approved coming in.
Yep.
You've had an inspection contingency. We've done the inspection. Now they've agreed to, fix the few things that we wanted them to fix. So now we move toward closing. Okay. So now
Okay.
it'll be probably another 3 weeks maybe, because
Okay.
when we write the purchase agreement, it's going to be 30 to 45 days until it's actually, you get the keys, you sign the paperwork, you give
Okay.
the money, and you move in. So these are the things that we'll do during that time.
So Robin, our time always goes by too fast, but we need to know how to get in contact with you. I know I'm going to for my first house.
Well, of course you
Of
are.
course I have to, and the people back home are going to as well. So how do we get in contact with you?
Absolutely. Always feel free to call me on my cell phone. I always have it with me. I always answer it. Unless I'm on it, then I will call you back. But that
Yes.
number is 507-259-4926.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Robin, for joining me, and I can't wait to see you back next Thursday.
Sounds great.
All right, we'll be back with more Midwest Access right after this.